We are back. We are going to create some crayon favor bags. I already have the template. We're just going to add some wording. It's pretty simple. Just add the wording and glue it on the bag. Go on we are in Design Space. Go to your images, and I'm going to type in what I'm looking for. And I'll leave the link in the description for the template. Ownership, I'm going to click on uploaded, and this is the crayon SVG. You click on it, you'll see it in the bottom of the screen, and you entered images. As an SVG, you can change colors. You can do numerous things with your SVG. I want my crayons sit in the back. You have several options for this template. You can either leave it the way it is, you can add the crayons. So I'm going to go ahead, click on the image, go to my layers panel, click on ungroup, click on the black, that black shadow, and just delete it and your crayons will come up. And that's done. That part is done. This is the template that we will be filling in with the wording. Go to your left hand side, go to your text, and let's go ahead and type in the name. NYLAA. And then I'm gonna click enter, and then first, enter, and birthday. Okay, let's drag it up here. Go back to your text, and we're going to type in thank you for coming to my party, and that will go right there in the bottom right here. This wording that I just typed goes in here. Okay, let's go ahead for your name. Go click on the wording, not double click, just one click is fine. Click on the wording, go right here in your banner where it says font. Let's change the font. Either you can scroll up and down if you don't know it by heart, your font name. Mine is Cutting Up Cartoon, and it's from here, Design Space. And it's right here. You click on it, and it should change your wording. Go to the bottom one, and same technique. Click your wording, go alignment, center. Well, no, because we have to change it anyways. I still have to ungroup it. I'm sorry, guys. But anyways, click on your image. Let's change the color. Go to your layers panel. We're going to click ungroup, and we're going to delete that shadow, which is the green one. Click on the eye, and then on your keyboard, just click delete so it can delete that shadow of both. Go back to your wording. Go in between line type and fill, which is the teal box, which identifies the image or whatever you clicked on, and then change your color. I want like a bright one. Okay, that one, and then go to the bottom one and same technique. Click on that first wording. Let's go ahead and click on ungroup. Highlight the name, and we're going to place it here. Let's shrink it, whatever size you prefer, right here. And then let's group that one. Grab, I'm just going to go ahead and place the wording where I want them to be on this template, and then next the birthday. And let's shrink it. That should be good. And then this wording. Now this wording I'm going to align and center because I will place it right here inside that small circle. Let's go ahead and shrink that. Shrink it a little bit more and drag it here. Wait, I'm shrinking the circle. Okay, let's put it right here and we shrink it. Come on. I keep clicking on the circle. Let's shrink it. I just unlocked it and so I can work with it better. Okay. Simple. Next, highlight entire image and let's click on flatten. I don't know what's wrong with my system. This is strange. I suggest saving your project just in case, not even letting me. Before, I know it happened to me now, but I suggest that before you go any further, once you finish your project, just click immediately on saving it. Just click save it because I don't know what's wrong with my system. I know if I click on reload, maybe force reload, I will lose my project. We're gonna have to start. Hopefully I won't lose it. Yes, lost the project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my projects and I'm going to grab a template, the template that I already have saved with different wording, and I'll try from there. Where is it? Oh, right here. And let me see here. Let me just go ahead and hide all this. And I'm going to duplicate this one. So I can hide that one. And let's go ahead and unflatten. Let's delete that one. Let's ungroup. Let's lower this one. Same what we were doing. Oh, I grabbed, but I want to lower this a little bit. Okay, and then this, thanks for coming to my colorful party. Okay, that is good. Okay, that's fine. And then let's bring the wording back to the front. Wait. Arrange and send it to the front. Arrange, send it to the front. Okay. And then let's go to text and add the name again. Okay, let's say, wait, I have something in here that I don't need. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why. I don't need this. I just need this one right here. Okay, let's say we did that, right? Let's go ahead, highlight entire image and click on flatten. Something's wrong when I grab that template because it worked here. Okay, once we do that, we are set. I'll check in with that template later on. Now, the size will be 5.3 by 8.5. Let me change this one because I have a bigger bag. I unlocked it, changed the size, and then I'm going to choose the machine I'll be using. If you're using a machine, I'm going to click it, change it to maker. I'm not going to cut it on my machine because it's just a square and I can do that by hand. So if you are going to cut on machine, select the machine you'll be cutting, click on make it. Once you get here, you'll see your registration marks. You need your registration marks in order for your machine to recognize what it'll be cutting. If you don't have that registration mark, you have to go back to your project to see if it's a print and cut. If it says print and cut here and you still don't have the registration mark, I suggest that you still go back to your canvas and verify. You should have that registration mark. Now, the material size is 8.5 by 11. You click on project copies, whichever you need, or once you print, you can select your copies. Once you do that, we're going to go ahead and click on continue. Wait for your computer to recognize your machine. Click on send to printer, select your printer. Add bleed will add just a margin on your printout. And then we're going to go ahead and click on print. If you use system dialog, some printers, for some reason, some printers, when you print from here, some printers will print with some lines and you go crazy thinking it's your printer. I have to change it to new ink. It happens. If you click on use system dialog, it will open right and then it'll come up here and you can print from here. And you choose your printer presets, your layout. You can choose if your paper and type quality, all that. Okay. And once you print, you go ahead and select your material. I'm printing on 60-pound white cardstock. So that's the one I'm going to select. Make sure your blade is in your machine. Once you do that, you grab your cutout, stick it onto your mat, load it to your machine. You can use the fast mode. Then you press the flash and go button. Once you do that, continue with your copy. I'll see you guys back at the table so we can start assembling our favor bags. Hello, hello. We are here at the table. Let me show you the cutouts. I used my small paper trimmer. And this is how it comes out. I just use my trimmer because, like I was saying, putting it in the machine, just a square, I can do this by hand and it's faster. With that being said, after I cut my image, I have my light green. I have my light green U-line favor bags. I love U-line. Why? Because you can even hear it. It's nice and sturdy. I can fit 2 bottles of water without the bag ripping. Any other brand, cheap brand, not to mention name, cheap brand, will cause the bag to rip. And not only that, sometimes they come wrinkled. And I say because years ago, when I started crafting, more than 8 years ago, I used to use those cheap bags. and it wasn't to my liking, so I upgraded, and now I have Uline. I've been using Uline for what, 3-4 years now, I think. So when I found out about them, like 5 or 6 years. Anyways, I buy them in bulk, and it's like maybe 30 or 36 cents each, if I'm not mistaken, but they're really good. Okay, with that being said, what I do first is I like to measure my bag. Why? Because if I apply the hot glue and then decide to put it on the bag, I'm a total mess. I like doing this first, and then what I do is hold my bag with, not my bag, yes, I hold my bag with this finger, and then what I do is I release it then to hold my paper. I get my glue gun, and I just apply the top part of the cutout, and then you can place it on your table and press down, and we go ahead and flip this over. If you want, you can do it this way. You can use hot glue, you can use double-sided tape, or liquid adhesive. Now, for the double-sided tape, I suggest getting the red tape. If you are using the 100 or 65-pound cardstock. Okay, we have that ready. Set that aside. Okay, now let's do a second one. Again, place your bag on top. Wait, let me I have to cut a little bit more on that side. Place your bag on top. Make sure not to move it, because by the time, like I said, add the glue, the hot glue, it will dry. So let me do this different. Place it on your table, face down, hold it tight, flip it up, add your glue, and without moving it, hold it down and then press down. Hopefully I didn't move it. Oh, I stuck it here. And let's go ahead, flip it over, apply your glue. Okay, this one is much better. Okay, we have it covered, top, bottom, and the sides just a little bit. Now, we are done. I'm going to finish the rest of my bags. I will post a picture at the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. I do really appreciate all my followers. Have a great day, and as usual, happy crafting.